9 mental shifts that separate champions from the rest of the world. If you've ever hit a perfect shot in practice but then crumpled in competition, this is why. It's not your swing, it's not your gear, it's what's happening between your ears. Champions aren't born with still minds, they have to build them. These 9 mental shifts are how they do it, and you can too. I'm Ash, I'm a performance psychologist, and I work with elite sports people all over the world. And today I'm breaking down the 9 key mental areas that you need to add to your training, from calming your nerves to building confidence when it matters. Number 1, breathing under pressure. You can't think clearly if you can't breathe properly. Box breathing, 1-2 ratio, and psychological sigh. The quickest way to reset under stress. It isn't mental, it's biological. Number 2, getting into flow state. When challenge meets skill, you get into the flow state. You enter the zone. I'll show you how to trigger flow through routines, focus cues, and why presence kills pressure. Number 3, dealing with doubt. 1 shot, 1 second of doubt, and you've lost control. I'll show you how to override hesitation and trust your training in real time. Number 4, pre-sleep mental priming. What you think about before you sleep rewires your next round. Replay your wins, program your swing, let your subconscious rehearse in your sleep. Number 5, resetting after mistakes. A bad shot isn't a problem, carrying it with you is. We'll cover 3 rapid reset routines to stop 1 shot becoming a meltdown. Number 6, why the brain defaults to negativity. You're not broken, your brain just evolved to spot threats. I'll show you how to rewire those negative loops. Number 7, post-shot attitude. The swing ends, but the mindset doesn't. Your post-shot reaction creates your next shot. We'll build an automatic bounce back system. Number 8, detaching emotion from performance. The more emotion you bring into the shot, the more chaos you create. Learn how to stay calm, clear, and lethal under pressure. Number 9, believing that you belong amongst the best. You don't need to prove yourself. You need to trust yourself. Whether it's your first big event or your 100th, it doesn't matter. You'll learn how to compete with the best like you're meant to be there. If you like these mindset techniques, please subscribe, share, and follow. Number 1, breathing techniques for pressure situations to help your nerves. Why is it important? Under pressure, the body's fight or flight response kicks in. Increased heart rate, shallow breathing, muscle tension. If you don't manage this, it disrupts your focus, your decision making, and your motor control. Controlled breathing is a fast and efficient and very, very effective way to calm the nervous system and reset your state. Technique number 1, box breathing, 4-4-4-4. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. What this does, it reduces the cortisol and the heart rate, right? It trains you to create rhythm and control under pressure. It's also used by the elite military and athletes for composure and mental clarity. Number 2, the psychological sigh. Double inhale, slow exhale. Scientifically shown to rapidly reduce anxiety. Reset CO2 and the O2 balance, gives instant calm without needing minutes to reset. Number 3, 1-2 ratio breathing. Inhale for 3 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helps let go of internal tension. Excellent between reps, sets, or high pressure moments, for instance, before taking a penalty or taking a shot. Number 2, why flow state is crucial in sport. It increases reaction time and execution under pressure, enhances creativity, increases speed and instinctive decision making, reduces performance anxiety, leads to consistent elite sports performance, especially in golf. 3 techniques. Number 1, pre-performance routines. Use repeatable actions to prime your focus, i.e. breathing, cue words, movement. This signals the brain that it's go time, builds familiarity in chaos, helps shut out external noise, and locks in attention. Number two, set clear immediate goals. Break the game down into mini objectives. Win this point, nail this turn, hit this fairway. This is why. Flow thrives on clarity, keeps the focus on the now, not on the outcome, reduces overwhelm, and simplifies decisions. Number three, deep focus training. This is about visualization and mindfulness. You can train your attention like a muscle. So daily practice on being fully present. This strengthens your ability to stay in the zone, helps recover quickly from mistakes, improves the ability to block out distractions under pressure. Visualization is key to everything. You must do it on a regular basis. Picture it all, go through it in your mind time after time after time, but all of the positive things. The more you practice your visualization, the better you will get. Number three, how to deal with doubt when pulling off shots. If you've got doubt, it disrupts all of your timings. It tightens your muscles and hijacks your confidence right at the moment when you need to be on it. It turns skilled execution into second guessing. In elite sport, that split second hesitation is the difference between good and great. 3 techniques to combat doubt. Number one, pattern interrupt with a reset cue. Use a quick verbal trigger, i.e. a deep breath or a key word like trust or commit. This breaks the mental spiral of doubt. It re-engages the focus on process, not on outcome. Reinforces trust in preparation, not fear. An example might be when you're gripping your club, the thought process is swing easy, finish looking good, or just the grip on the club, how you feel, but being attentive to that thing. Number two, visualize success under pressure. This is about rehearsing the shot under a pressure situation. So the more that you rehearse it under pressure and feel the pressure while you're rehearsing, the less you'll feel the pressure when you actually come to make the shot. The reason this is important is the brain can't distinguish between visualized or real. It builds a mental track record for successful outcome, and it helps you feel like you've done it before in very stressful situations. So you've been through it once, you can do it again. And the more you visualize that, the better you'll get. Number three, focus on the process, not on the outcome. This is so important with all of it. So you need to redirect your focus to the process of the shot or what you're about to do. The focus is on the controllables. For instance, your form, your breathing, your rhythm, instead of the result, i.e. where the ball lands. The reason this is really important is outcome thinking feeds the fear. Process thinking feeds the performance. And it'll help you stay in control when the doubt starts to creep in. Now the technique and the shot will take care of itself. Number four, the 10 minutes before you go to sleep is the most important 10 minutes of your day. Not the 10 minutes before you go to bed, the 10 minutes before you fall to sleep. Because this is when the brain goes from beta into alpha. And it is the time when we can reprogram it. This is the most powerful time of the day to reprogram your thoughts, because what you think about in the 10 minutes before you go to sleep will replay in your subconscious through the night. So when you wake up in the morning, it will feel as if that is what's happened, rather than, it's why they say never go to bed on an argument, because it just gets worse overnight and then you wake up feeling bad. So program your brain with positive things before you go to sleep. Think about this. If in those 10 minutes you keep replaying a bad shot that you played during the game, it will reinforce the anxiety and make it worse. If you replay a great shot, it will reinforce confidence and feel better. So you'll do it under pressure when you go back to it. This is the time. It is the time to reinforce all of the positives in your life. And then what that does, it rewires the neural pathways. The reason this helps most athletes, especially golfers, is most golfers relive their mistakes rather than going over the positive. If you keep going over the negatives, you're wiring hesitation into a shot. Training the mind at the end of the day rewires perception, confidence, and your emotional state. Here's 3 ways to actually rewire your mind. Rewind and replay your best shots. Visualize 2 to 3 shots from the day that felt absolutely pure. Add in what you see, what you hear, what you feel. Put all the senses into that visualization. This will reinforce muscle memory. It builds a highlight reel of confidence and success, and it keeps the brain focused on ability, not on anxiety. Number 2, Positive priming statements. Repeat calm, clear affirmations like, I like my swing. I handle pressure well. I'm always calm under pressure. Tomorrow, I'll play with freedom. This conditions a performance-based identity, calms nerves while installing belief, keeps the focus on success instead of what went wrong. Number 3, breathe and body awareness wind down. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds, while focusing on relaxed shoulders, arms, all of your muscles, just let them relax. This will calm the nervous system, the parasympathetic activation system, keeps thoughts from spiraling, puts body and mind in a state ready to qualify you for sleep and quality sleep. A bonus tip for this is keep a journal by the side of the bed, even if it's just one line saying what went well today. Okay, one thing that went really well, and then visualize that one thing. Number 5, great reset ideas when things don't go your way. Mistakes happen. Bad shots, bad calls, bad results. What separates the good from the great is how well they recover. A strong reset cuts the emotional spike. It refocuses attention, rebuilds confidence, and it stops one bad moment becoming a full meltdown. Here's 3 powerful resets. Number 1, physical pattern interrupt. So stop, step back, bounce on your toes, touch your ear, tap the club on the ground, do something that is a physical interrupt to the mindset of what you've been doing. What this does, it breaks the emotional loop and it anchors the brain to a familiar reset signal. It helps to recenter the body. Think of it as a mental full stop. That's the end, it's done. Number 2, verbal reset cue. Have a short reset phrase like stop, let it go, clear, move on. Something that fits for you. It goes, and that is your full stop. What this does, it triggers a shift in your attention, builds internal self-talk habits that replace rumination. It gives the mind a task to rebuild, not to dwell. Number 3, a visual anchor. Pick a small object nearby, a T marker, a broken T, a ball logo, something to break the focus. So focus on it for 2 to 3 seconds. What this does, it redirects the eyes, redirects the mind. It shrinks the moment into a manageable focus point. It builds presence in the moment, not in the past. Do a smile or a shoulder roll, just something to break the process, to break the thought pattern and the classic pattern interrupt. Resetting isn't pretending that the moment didn't happen. It's saying this is the end, this is a full stop, it's gone and you're moving on. The past doesn't equal the future. Number 6, why do our brains default to negative thoughts? Why does this happen? The brain is rewired for survival, not for success. It's part of our evolutionary programming. The human brain evolved to scan for threats, not for success. Back in the day, missing danger equaled death. Missing a good shot, what's that got to do with anything? The negativity bias helped us survive. But in sport, it doesn't do it like that. What it does, it actually destroys us. So think about the neural pathways. What fires together, wires together. Repeated thoughts form strong neural pathways. What you need to do is stop thinking the negativity. You need another pattern interrupt. So all of these neural pathways that you have been practiced and set up for your survival just keep happening. So if you've programmed a negative thought process, we need to change that into a positive one. And the way we do that again is with a pattern interrupt. So get an elastic band on your wrist, and every time you have a negative thought from this point forward, flick the elastic band till it hurts, and then replace the negative thought with 3 positive alternatives, because that will rewire what you're thinking about. It will rewire you overall to be more positive each time. So your brain will move towards a positive cognitive bias rather than a negative cognitive bias. So the first step is always awareness. If you're aware of the thought, if you're aware that you're having a negative thought, you can then replace it. But if you're not aware of the thought, you'll never be able to replace it. So that first step is be aware of your thought process and which thoughts you're going to follow. To finish this bit off, the brain doesn't care if it's helping you win or making you panic. It just follows the strongest route. You get to choose what that route becomes. Number 7, how to have a good post-shot attitude. Why does it matter? The post-shot moment is a tipping point. It determines what you carry into the next shot. It shapes your emotional rhythm. It affects your self-image over 18 holes. Without a solid post-shot attitude, one shot becomes a bad hole. Then a bad hole ends up being a bad round. Winners learn to reset fast. So here's 3 techniques to build a bulletproof post-shot routine. Number 1, the 3-second rule. After the shot, react, reset, refocus, all in 3 seconds. Number 1, the 4 Fs. Everybody makes a bad shot. So the first F comes out, we all do it, we've all said it, fuck it. It's done, it's happened. The next F is fix it. What is the fix? What went wrong? How can we do it? What do we need to do to fix it? Because we all know that. The next F is forget it. It's done. It's gone. It doesn't. It's up to you whether you're going to let it affect you going forward or not. And then the final F is focus. Focus on the process, not on the outcome. Fuck it, fix it, forget it, focus. Number 2, performance identity language. Replace self-punishment with performance language. That's not me. I've got this. I'm going to play free. This protects your confidence. It builds resilience. Okay. As an identity, I'm the type of player who bounces back. It keeps internal dialogue constructive and focused on control. Number 3, post-shot body language. Stand tall. Be relaxed. Have a relaxed posture. Keep your shoulders back. Be strong. No slumping, sighing, or frustration gestures. You see it in professional football all the time. Why do they do it? And it's crazy. Don't let any of the emotion come in. The moment that you let the emotion come in, afterwards, you're ruined. Just stop it. Here's a bonus drill for you. Post-shot routine. How did I carry myself? What did I say to myself? Did I let go or did I carry it? Build a system for intentional recovery, not emotional reaction. Number 8, the importance of taking emotion out of golf shots. Golf is high skill, low reaction, meaning that every shot gives you too much time to analyze, judge, or emotionally overreact. If you let the emotion creep into your game, it will disrupt your motor control. Right? It will tighten your swing, it will hijack your decision making and drain your mental energy over the round. Taking the emotion out doesn't mean you don't feel it. It means you don't let those emotions control the swing. So here's 3 techniques to keep emotions out of the shot. Task only focus. Train yourself to think about the shot you're executing. Okay? Not what it means or what the outcome's going to be. It keeps you in the moment. Okay? It removes the ego and it takes out the outcome thinking. Letting emotions drive decisions adds chaos. Task focus brings clarity. It's just another 7-iron. It's not revenge, right? It's not redemption. It's just another 7-iron. Detach from identity. One missed shot doesn't make you a bad golfer. It just means the shot wasn't executed to the best of its potential. Emotional reactions often come from identity-based thinking. You need to separate performance from your self-worth. The goal is to evaluate and not to judge. Replace "I'm rubbish today" with "that shot leaked right. Let's adjust it." Number 3, the emotional recovery plan. So you need to put a go-to process that when you start to get emotional, what do? So do you remember we talked about the pattern interrupts? So something pinching an earlobe, grabbing the club, something like this, like that. You watch, if you see Tony Robbins, he does it a lot. It's a pattern interrupt. So what is your go-to interruption, right? What is the process that you can go to when an emotion starts to spike? Emotions aren't the enemy. Staying in them too long is. So you need a system to release so it keeps you mentally clear. It allows you to feel it, then flush it and move on. Feel it, name it, let it go. The final word for this is the best players don't play without emotion. They never let the emotion play the next shot. Number 9, how to walk into a high-level competition and truly believe that you belong there. Why does this matter? Confidence isn't just nice to have. It's a performance multiplier. If you don't believe you belong, your brain and body will find every way to prove that. It's part of our reticular activation system. How we program that will be how our body reacts. So if you don't believe that you belong, then the chances are you won't. Top performers don't fake confidence. They build evidence and identity that says, I've earned this. I can compete here. I'm ready. So 3 techniques to help you do that. Number 1, build a confidence bank before the event. Write out 10 reasons why you're ready for the event. 10 positives that said you've put in the training. You've done everything you can do. You're ready at this moment. Remember that the negative thought process. If you start to think I'm not good enough, you won't be. So you need to flick the elastic band and replace that thought with 3 positives. So if you pick out all the positives that you have done, right, this gives the brain proof instead of just being hype. It builds a grounded identity before the nerves can distort it. When doubt creeps in, you can remind yourself, this isn't luck. Okay, it's what I've done, it's what I've practiced for. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's backed up by self-trust. Number 2, shift your focus from proving to performing. Instead of I hope I'm good enough, think let's see how well I can play today. Why is this important? It shifts the pressure from ego. It frees up mental energy. You're not there to prove anything. You're there to play your game. A good tip for this is use a phrase like, be the standard, not the spectator. Number 3, anchor to process, not to reputation. When facing the big names in a game, zoom in on your task, not their name. It doesn't matter, okay? Respect the opponent, but don't worship them. Your job is to hit your shot and focus on the process. Run your race, play your game. You can't control them, you can only control what you do. Confidence comes when you remember the course doesn't know somebody's reputation. Your swing does. And the final reminder for this bit is they may be ranked higher than you, but they still bleed, they still miss, and they still feel pressure too. And you trained for this. So come on, do it now.